Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy Ivan. It's good to see you. I remember yesterday I told you I was going to give you guys a piece of nugget that could be life changing for somebody. So here we go. Every time I've been asked this question, this is the answer I give them, right? I've had several people ask me, Ivan, if there was one thing that you could coach me on that would change everything, right? What would that be? And I tell them, man, you hit it right, the nail right on the head yourself. Change. Change. It's a simple word, but so complicated to so many people. So what happened to me one day was I had an epiphany. I saw a cartoon once, and it was a cartoon about this guy who was a life coach, and he was speaking to a large audience that had paid thousands of dollars to come get coached by him so that they could become more successful. Sound familiar? Okay. So this guy gets on the microphone and he's got the crowd riled up. He's like, we're going to change this. We're going to step into our new self. We're going to buy a bigger house. We're going to make more money this year. We're going to start that business. We're going to lose that weight. And the whole crowd's cheering and cheering and cheering. And he's got them riled up. And he's like, so who's ready? No, he says, so who wants change? And the whole crowd goes crazy, man. We do. Yes. Change, 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 change. And he's like, okay, who's ready to change with me? Crickets. And that hit me so hard because I've experienced so much. I cannot tell you how many people, they're like, Ivan, I want to lose weight, man. What can I do? I'm like, well, you need to change your eating habits. You need to start fasting a little bit here and there. And they're like, oh, no, I can't do that. I'm like, oh, okay, well. And then someone will ask me and they'll be like, Ivan, look, I need to get in shape, man. I feel like I'm getting flabby and I feel weaker. And I'm like, well, you need to start coming to the gym with me 2-3 times a week. And they're like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, what in the world? And I realized that there was a pattern. So let's talk about change, right? Let's talk about change. Change is the ultimate plot twist in life, right? It's like that knock at the door, right? And you're like, who's that? Who's knocking? On one hand, it's exciting. On the other hand, it's scary. But there's possibilities. It could be the opportunity of a lifetime. I remember as a kid, like when we heard a knock at the door, man, we ran for the door, bolted for the door. Man, we were trying to be the first one at the door. Right? I grew up when they had the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. And we were sure every time someone knocked on the door, we were convinced that was our chance to that was our chance to make millions, right? So we weren't afraid, man, and it might seem daunting at first, but you never know the blessings that come with change. So first of all, let's break up some myths about change, okay? It's not scary. It's just dressed up in a Halloween costume. It's not hard. It's like riding a bike, right? A little wobbly at first, right? But then you smooth things out and then you're off to the races, man. It's like that first kiss. Imagine some of you guys, if you were as scared about change when you were younger as you are now, you would have never had that first kiss, let alone got to third base or hit a home run. But I know that some of you guys know that after you got over it, you turned into stone cold freaks. So change was good. So let's think about this for a minute. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You don't know the definition of insanity, right? You keep doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome. It's crazy. You don't want to live a life that you look back on and you're like, damn, it was Groundhog Day for the last 30 years. Just the same old routine, right? Same old routine. Living check to check, have good times during the year, good moments, bad moments. Every Christmas is the same, not enough money. Every New Year's is the same. Start off broke, in debt. Never quite getting over the top. And that's because you're either lying to yourself about how comfortable you are, or you're believing the lie that change is difficult and uncomfortable. When it's really not. It's the spice of life. The only constant in life is change. And you're either going to change with it or get left behind. So, what do I recommend to all my clients? Let's start off simple, right? One little change, right? There's levels to this. And as you build your change muscles and as you get more confident, we'll be able to make bigger changes that are life-changing, right? Money-wise and health-wise. But for now, what we need to do is start getting comfortable with change. Start looking for change. Start inviting change. And some easy ways to do that is, for example, the next time you go to the store, the next time you go to work, the next time you take the kids to school, take a different route. On purpose, take a different route. Even if it's a little longer, right? But it's a change of scenery. You'd be amazed at how rewarding, how soothing a little change can be. You start getting addicted to it, right? Oh, I like that. You know what? When I go to Starbucks this next time, I'm not going to order the same cup of coffee I always order. I'm going to try something different. I'm just going to try something different, right? If I always order a cheese pizza, man, let me get sausage on it next time. If I always order a pepperoni pizza, let me do a cheese one, just for change. I know it's not my favorite, but I want to try something different. Little things like that you build on. I'm telling you, it'll be life-changing. We cannot get you to success if you're not willing to change a couple of things in your life. And some of them are going to be a little intimidating. Like the first time you had sex, the first kiss. Some of them are going to be uncomfortable. Like when you start a new job. You don't know what to do. You don't know where the printer's at. You don't know where the bathroom's at. You don't know. Right? It's a little uncomfortable. You might know the job. You might know how to do your job. It's a new building. It's a new team. It's a new group. It's a new boss. It's a little uncomfortable. You always eat chocolate chip cookies. Those are your favorite. Well, try an Oreo. You'd be amazed. Not that I'm encouraging you to eat sugar. and cookies and stuff. But I'm just trying to make a point. If you had to learn one thing that could change everything, that one thing is to change your attitude about change. Change will open doors. Change will change everything. I know that who needed to hear that heard it. And I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad it finally the light popped in your head. The reason I'm not successful, the reason I'm not living my best life is because I fight against change so much instead of inviting it, instead of looking for it. Anyway, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I got a whole series on change and how that goes about, and wealth and life hacks. I'll be uploading them. You guys can watch them for free. I do coach people. I do one-on-one coaching. I have workshops I put on from time to time. You know, I'm in the middle of writing an ebook so that I can put it out there for you guys. You can download it for free.